Wow. Wow, I messed it up pretty bad. There, yep, take this. Jeez. Okay, hello, Kukomi here. Welcome back to another episode of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Last time we, entered the Forsaken Fortress after stowing away on a pirate ship. And today, we are taking out people with sticks that remind me of drumsticks. Like, seriously, I always thought these looked like meat. Like, they're like a chicken leg or something. And that's what I always thought they looked like. I know now they're supposed to be like just sticks that are with a stylistic choice, but still, to me, they look like drumsticks. I can't help it, okay? I'm hungry. Actually, no, I'm not that hungry. I had a pretty big dinner. So, yeah. But with that, we are going to continue. And, well, that we got one more set of searchlights to take out. There are 3 total. So why don't we just go ahead and grab this. Link always has weird ways of snapping onto the rope. And I believe out here, well, yes, that we can get to the tower from here. Or not the tower, we can't get to the main tower, we can get to the next searchlight, that's what I meant. So let's go ahead and take that final searchlight out, but you can see there is a way up there, we just can't quite reach there yet. But once again, ladder, thank you. It's like you have to hit the ladder dead on or else it just doesn't count, it's really weird, it's bugging me, more than it should. Where's the jar with the stuff in? There it is. So what I meant to do at the beginning of this episode is do that! I love just walking up and throwing the jars at them. And we got that. And nothing? Okay, I know these guys have a chance to drop a different item, but oh well. So we'll just chuck that, hope no one in the fortress really cares for that. And we will head, back in here. With that, we've taken out all the searchlights, so we can just walk around freely outside now, so long as there's not a guard nearby, which there's like 1 or 2 guards on the outside, and that's it. You really don't want to fall here, but if you do, there's a very easy way back up, because we got rid of the searchlights. We don't have to worry about walking around as a, inconspicuous barrel anymore. Which, like, I sort of get how that works, but at the same time, I always just find it so funny that that somehow works. I believe right here, if I remember... No, I'm thinking of something else. Yep, no, I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, so you can see, oh, look, there's this... Yeah, you can see there's a guard, 1 guard outside. 2 if you want to count the guy in front of the door. But you can see dropping the block here creates a shortcut back up. This is something I like, but at the same time, I found that if you, like, go into a door and then come back out, it, changes, like, I forgot to turn on my timer. I think we've been going for about 3 minutes, so, whoops. I've been trying to make these episodes about 25 minutes long. Don't worry, one day I'll remember to turn on my timer from the start. I actually remembered that for the last episode, but that's because I recorded it I recorded that right at the end of the previous episode, so, like, they were just back-to-back recordings. With, like, literally no break. This part. This is probably my second least favorite part in all of Forsaken Fortress. You have to go stealthy Link here. You don't have a choice. Yeah, I generally try to push it like that until he notices just a little bit. And then we're going to have to wait for him to walk past. Those mice can be a bit annoying. And of course, just don't take off the barrel until you're, like, over here. Yeah, because I don't think they can see you beyond the rail. So that wasn't so bad. Oh boy, this next part. So you can see we finally made it outside. It's almost a straight shoot to where he is, but where Ariel is. Not where we is. But we have one more guard to get past. I hate this guy. I have gotten caught by him before, because I thought it was safe to walk past him. Jeez, okay, that actually kind of made me jump a little. Yes, I've gotten caught, like, trying to walk past them before here, because, like, he was just barely walked past me. I find it super annoying. This guard just annoys me. And I know now that if I just wait for him to walk past me, I'll be fine, because apparently they can't hear backwards. That's a really odd way of putting it. But they can't hear stuff that's behind them. I believe he goes all the way to the edge, so we'll just wait for him to walk past. Wait until we're out of the light. Please don't stop to sniff the ground, it's not that interesting. Is he gonna look towards us and go, hmm? Nope. Oh, this is as far as he goes. Yeah, I think I remember now that the reason I got caught is because I tried to like risk going right here. I think you really want to avoid just getting into his light at all. But I'm not too sure about that. And yeah, I love, you can see his facial, like, you can't really see it, but you can sort of see him like drop his jaw. And he goes, what was that? Go, 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 go. That was a little early, a bit gutsy, but okay. If you did not take out the searchlights, these searchlights would be scanning along this area, particularly this next area where you sidle, that word, so hold on, that word, that at the bottom of the screen, sidle, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say a lot of things. But the best thing to do about this, while going across the wall, and yes, the searchlights will be here if you don't take, will be scanning this area. If you don't take them out, they will catch you. And I don't remember if they just throw you in jail immediately if they catch you here, or if they send guards after you or something like that. But the best thing to do while sidling. I love doing that with Link's eyes, just watching his eyes go back and forth. Okay. It's a shame you can't get through this a little faster. And yeah, there is platforms down there, but there's no way you can make it to the rest of the place like this, so yeah. So with that, we are about at the top of the fort. And with that, we finally got our hero sword back. And take care to not drop it again. Funny enough, I talked about the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker manga before. And it was sort of like a Misadventures Chronicle sort of thing. But why use our sword when we got this giant sword? I love doing that. Just taking out and throwing a weapon at them. But yeah, I remember when Link got his sword back in that, he literally taped the sword to his hand. But something I meant to bring up last episode that I didn't was another thing Link did, where he was in the barrel sneaking past the guard, and you can see we can't go back now. Unfortunately, we can't go and show those guards what's up now that we have our sword. There's only one way. But what he did was the guard noticed, or the moblin, those what the guards are called, noticed the barrel. He sniffed the barrel, he picked it up, and there was nothing under the barrel, and then it showed that Link was inside the barrel. He's like, oh crap, oh crap. But yeah, with that, let's head on in. Link. Wake up, Link. Pull yourself together, Link. Well, have you come to your senses yet? You are surprisingly dull-witted. Did I startle you? I suppose that is only natural. As wide as the world is, I am the only boat upon it who can speak the words of men. I am the king of red lions. Kainagus, is that you? Do not fear. I am not your enemy. Link, I have been watching you since you went to the Forsaken Fortress to rescue your sister. Just how much do you know about him? Jeez. I understand how your desire to protect your sister could give you the courage to fearlessly stand up to anything. But such a bold attempt was foolhardy. I suppose you saw him, the shadow that commands that monstrous bird. His name is Ganon. He who obtained the power of the gods, attempted to cover the land in darkness, and was ultimately sealed away by the very power he hoped to command. He is the very same Ganon, the Emperor of the Dark Realm the ancient legends speak of. I do not know why the seal of the gods has failed, but now that Ganon has returned, the world is once again being threatened by his evil magic. Tell me, Link, do you still wish to save your sister from him? And will you do anything to save her? I see. In that case, I shall guide you as we go forward, advising you on what you should do and where you must go. Ganon cannot be defeated by human hands, let alone by what little strength you possess. The key to defeating Ganon is locked away in a great power that you can wield only after much toil and hardship. Do you understand? In that case, we depart! To the Great Sea! Ah, but I am getting ahead of myself. This is actually a bit embarrassing for me to admit, but although I am indeed a boat that possesses the power of speech, I possess no sail. And a boat with no sail can sail no seas. Then how the heck did you follow Link all the way to the Forsaken Fortress, picked him up after he was chucked several miles by the bird, and then bring him here? I have brought you too far to the east of the dark gates of the Forsaken Fortress. On this island is a town of merchants who deal in a wide variety of goods. If you search hard enough, surely you can find one who will sell you a sail. I am sorry to ask you this, but without a sail, I will be useless to you. This island of merchants is home to many valuable goods. The information they provide you may come in handy during your endeavors at sea, so listen carefully to their words and heed them well. But remember, there is no time to play. Come back here immediately as soon as your errands are done. You can't tell me what to do! I will play if I want to. After all, this is a game. But yes, with that we've arrived at Windfall Island. To give you an idea where this is exactly, it is about in the middle of the Great Sea map, where the Forsaken Fortress is on the far left. So, yeah. We're about, like, 2 islands out from Forsaken Fortress. A bit, enough to not worry about it, but close enough that if you look far enough in the distance, I believe that's it over there. Actually, no, that's not it. That is a completely different island. I am wrong. Ignore me. Maybe that's it. Yeah, or no, though, that's not it. I know what island that is. I know the island to the right is definitely not it. If I can find it. Island. There we go. Wow, that is definitely not it. I know what that island is, too. So it looks like we can't actually see it from here. But yes, we've come to the bustling and hustling Windfall Island. I love this place. This place is very peaceful, very nice, and we have a random old man who's gonna try and mug us. Run away! Oh, he looks so sad. Run! Okay, now we'll listen to his woes. Oh, if you please, young boy there, please help me. Please listen to my tale of woe. You know, that's like one of the worst things you could say to someone. Like, that's horrible. Jeez. If someone did that, I'd like slap them across the face. Oh, my sweet, sweet daughter. My only daughter. Poor Maggie. She was captured by a bunch of villains and taken to the Forsaken Fortress. What on earth could those scoundrels want with her? Are they just roaming around looking for young maidens? Or are they just evil creatures who delight in the mischief? Well, crud. Having get kidnapped this daughter doesn't get you a single rupee, you know. Please, please save my poor daughter. I beg of you, here I stand begging. I hope you'll give those scoundrels in the Forsaken Fortress a good scare. They'll pay for what they've done. Oh yes, pay. I mean, we got a sword. We can take out most of the people there. I like this guy. He's fashionable looking. Let's talk to you. You don't look at all familiar, buddy. Are you some kind of tourist or something? If you are, I'll show you around. Why don't you join me for a little stroll around the town? Our Windfall Island may be a little cozy, so to speak, but people from all over the world come here. The town's always lively. That's why just walking around and having a look at things is quite fun. That's the mark of a great town. He has a fair point. Windfall Island is, I wouldn't call a hub to this game, but it is definitely a more prominent town that you will be visiting over and over, and wow, aren't you just brooding and... Let's talk to you. You're looking for a sail. I have no idea where you'd find one. Do I look like a sailor to you? Look, I'm feeling down right now, so shove off, will you? Go pester the guy in the massive coat or whatever. Speaking of guy in a massive coat, you thought we were uncomfortably warm in our clothes? My story is a strange one. I came across cursed seas from a land far away. A land where the blizzards blow violently, heading for this town called Windfall. Dear me, my ship was torn apart by vicious winds, and this island is where I washed ashore. Yet there was one other person with me, yes there was. But I dare say he was immediately arrested on his somewhat suspicious looks, and thrown right into jail. Yes, just locked up somewhere on this island. Needless to say, I'm really worried about him. Would you be so kind to help him free him from captivity? Indeed, it would be appreciated. Well, we know what we're doing. We're going to help this suspicious man free his friend from jail. And no one on the island's going to care. Seriously, like, these guys are about as indifferent to everything going around you as you could possibly be. But I happen to know exactly where this jail is, having played through this game multiple times. And guess who it is? I see the same green clothes and the same green hat. By the look of you, I'd say, Sir, could you be by chance be a fairy? Goodness! Did you feel my telepathy? That's why you saved me, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Do not worry. Tingle knows without you telling him, sir. Yes, sir. Tingle is my name. I have been looking for you and your kind, for I, too, long to be one of the fairy folk. And yet, I was mistaken for some kind of troublemaker and put into this dreadful sort of place. How disrespectful. Please, Mr. Fairy, rescue poor Tingle from this place, and take him to where you and your kind live in splendor. Yeah, this seems like a terrible idea. We should just go. But we were asked nicely by a guy who's wearing a down coat in this weather, so why not? There's a switch over here. We'll open it. Because, you know, you can't just go and open a doorknob. You know, you have to hit a random switch. You have to jump on it. You have to press it down with your body pressure. Hooray! Thank you so very much. Here's Tingle's heartfelt gift of thanks. Tingle, Tingle, Kulo Limpa! Become an item! Although Tingle just sort of poses with you. You got a Tingle bottle. Using Miiverse, you can insert a message you've written to someone and send out to sea for an unknown person to receive. Mr. Fairy, are you familiar with Miiverse? With it, messages that put in this bottle can be sent to fairies all over the world. A communication of minds. Hearts beating as one. I don't know why he's adding a heart at the end of that. I don't want to know why. Just don't write anything unpleasant, okay? Not that I have to remind you, Mr. Fairy. this is Miiverse we're talking about. It's full of unpleasant, inappropriate drawings. You've never been to Miiverse, have you? Splendid. Tingle is returning now to his own special island. Would you come find him? Ah, I was forgetting something important. Oh, Mr. Fairy, you want to come to my island, don't you? Don't you? With that, we get Tingle's chart. What kind of chart could it be? Yes, we have multiple charts we can get, and we can see it on the map screen. I don't believe I could show it to you because I'm playing on the gamepad. And if you like to give your Tingle bottles a little extra oomph that all Tingles crave, you should check out the back of the cell. Check it right out. That is actually sound advice and something we shall go do. Oh, and yes, now it is telling me that we can do stuff with Miiverse. That was weird. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Oh yes, you can actually just play on the gamepad if you really wanted to. You can just press minus and ta-da, yeah, it's on the gamepad and you can hear stuff from the gamepad. But we can also just, well, crawl down here, get this. And there's a block in the way. Why don't we grab this and, well, that Link, you can get through. It's wide enough for you to get through. Link, I believe in you. There we go. Jeez. With that, we can come in here. And we have a bit of a maze. This maze always freaked me out as a little kid, and you will see why on our way out. But pay attention to where you're turning, and if you really don't know, you can also you can crawl in first-person mode, which is great. But you can sort of see how, like, the paths we can turn down are, like, stone paths. If you see that one way you can turn is wooden, like it is to the right, do not turn that way. I will show what that does on our way out. But for right now, just keep turning down stone paths, and you will get to where you want to eventually. You can see... Actually, money is supposed to be indicating that you're going the wrong way, I think. I think it's supposed to indicate that you're not going towards where you need to, but no, never mind. We can see here many ominous skulls. That's not foreboding or anything. And we have a chest. Let's see what's in this chest. With that, we got the Picto box. We can set it to one of our buttons and take pictures. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. Yes, you can now look around, zoom in, zoom out, and take pictures. So you want to take a picture of this plot? You do that. They are only taken in black and white, unfortunately. There will be an opportunity later to get a color picture, but we don't have that at the moment. And we can switch to this and take selfies, and you can use the analog stick to affect Link's actions by pressing ZL, not that button, or for pressing something on the analog stick or D-pad, they do the same thing, and pressing ZL will give you something else, so you can do this if you want. You can just take random pictures, and you can send them out to Miiverse, and that brings us to an interesting topic that I will go over once we get out of here. And for right now, let's go ahead and crawl out. And I mentioned the wooded paths earlier. If I can. Yep, there we go. You can see when we crawl in here, we got a mouse that goes and then it just drops us to our untimely demise. Except not really, we just get thrown back out here. Yeah, so it's supposed to be your punishment for going the wrong way, and haha, these girls didn't even care about us, my waving my sword around, that sounding more wrong. That sounded more okay in my head. We're going to pretend I didn't say anything. But yes, now we can take pictures to our heart's content and send them over Miiverse. And Miiverse, it leads to another topic that actually I'm going to discuss next episode since we're about done today. So right now, let's go tell the guy in the down coat in this hot weather, presumably hot weather, that we freed his very odd friend from jail, and no one on the island hates us for it, at least I think. You can see there's some jars in here, they have some money, it's really nice. So let's talk to you. Really? You have rescued him? That is news I deem rather great. You are one stand-up individual, indeed you are. Now I apologize, as I have but another favor. I'm actually considering starting up a little shop here on the island, but I am having trouble funding my venture. I have but one asset to my name. I wonder if you might buy it from me, perhaps? The people on this island have no interest in venturing out into these dangerous seas, so my chance of selling it to them is rather bleak, the bleakest I can describe. I'd really like to ask 200 rupees for it, but as a favor for rescuing my friend, perhaps we may strike a deal. How does 80 rupees sell? Nah. Oh dear me, sadly I have nothing else I could possibly sell you. I have naught but my hooded coat, and it is a keepsake from my dear, dear mother. Oh. I was hoping he would, So sure, he wants us to buy it. Never, because, you know, buying something you don't know is a very smart idea. Great business tactics. Very well, young master. As I promised, please take that. And we get the sale. Yes, now we have a sale. Press A while you're on your boat to pull it out, and A again, and B to put it away. We have a sale now. In the GameCube Wind Waker, this sale would be an item that you would actually have to equip to one of your buttons, and then use it while you're on the boat. But in this game, you don't have to do that, thankfully. So with that, why don't we go tell the King of the Red Lions? And people say King of the Red Lions is like the king of nothing, but little did they know, Canegus exists, and he's pretty awesome. So if you're the king of him, then no one's the king of Canegus. Who am I kidding? Canegus is the King of the Red Lions. All one of them. Oh, that look in your eye. So you found yourself a sail, have you? Very well, then I shall teach you the art of sailing. Come next to my hole and press A to climb aboard. Hoist the sail you got with A to get moving. The sail will catch wind, which will push the boat forward. The arrow that appears behind me indicates the wind's direction. Use the left analog stick to steer. If you wish to move quickly, you should keep the wind blowing directly into the sail. You can always press B to put the sail away. Try it when you want to adjust your speed. Do you understand that at all? One more thing. When you are out at sea with few landmarks to go by, you will be at the mercy of your sea chart. I have marked the place we should currently be heading for on your sea chart. If you get lost at sea, select map displayed on the Wii gamepad, and yeah, this is basically telling you that you can use your map. But we're not going to do that just yet. I'm going to go over Miiverse and map stuff next time, when I have a proper way to show you guys, because believe it or not, there is a way to actually show this stuff on the main screen. I just haven't done it yet. So, yes, today we got a sale, and tomorrow, we're not going to head out just yet. We're going to explore more and see what this island has to offer us. Because, you know what? God dang it, King of the Red Lions, I want to play around. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time. There we go, I need to have it facing Link more directly. Link, look at the camera. There we go. Bye.